I'm going to answer part B, which says Popo Limited is considering a project requiring an initial cash outlay of 150 million shillings. The project's life is 5 years, after which there would be no expected salvage value. The possible incremental after-tax cash inflows and associated probabilities of occurrence are as follows. We have the diagram there. Column is for probability. Another column is for the net cash flows year 1, the conditional probabilities, and the net cash flows from year 2 to year 5. Candidates were required to do what? First of all, the capital companies required rate of return for this investment is 12%. Required, using decision tree analysis, compute the expected net present value of the project, 4 marks. Roman 2, compute the standard deviation of the expected net present value in B1 above, 4 marks. So first of all, we are going to draw the tree, the decision tree. This is B, the decision tree. And you can see the company Popo Limited has to decide whether to invest the 150 million in this new project. We read Popo is considering a project requiring an initial cash outlay of 150 million. So the first decision is either to invest in that project or not. So first of all, Popo Limited can choose to invest in that project or not invest. If the company invests in this project, then you'll have to have an initial cash outlay of 150. This is 150 million. 150 million. All right? And if it does not invest, this is 0 million. Okay? And this is at year 0. This is year 0. So that's the first decision. Invest or don't invest. Invest or don't invest. Company can choose to invest or don't invest. Invest, don't invest. So if the company invests, then the initial cash outlay is 150 million in bracket. That is an outflow. That is an outflow. Then we come to this node. Come to this node, and that is where we have the probability of 0.5 and 0.5. If the company invests the 150 million, there is probability that the chance 50%, year 1, the company will generate net cash inflow of 40 million or 45 million net cash inflow. Can you see that from the table? So let's take the first route, the 0.5. So we have that and that. So we have 0.5 0.5, at this is 0.5, and this should be at the end of year 1. Yes, at the end of year 1, we have cash inflows 40 million, and the probabilities 0.2, 0.6, 0.2, 0.6, 0.2. Those are the probabilities. Then again, we have probability 0.5. Look at the other chance, 0.5. After year 1, the net cash flows 45 million, and these are the conditional probabilities. 1, 2, 3. Conditional probabilities. We have 0.1, 0.7, 0.2. Then we can have the net cash flows from year 2 to year 5. This is year 2 to year 5. The net cash flows are shown from the diagram. It's 40 million, 50 million, 60 million, 55 million, 60 million, and 65 million. The next step is to calculate the probabilities, the joint probabilities. We're going to have the joint probabilities, another column for joint